Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're tackling a very serious topic, typhoid fever. I know when you or a loved one feels sick, the first instinct is often to look for quick, accessible home remedies. You might see articles or videos online promoting herbal teas, special diets, or other natural cures for typhoid. But before you even think about trying one of these, I need you to stop and watch this video. What I'm about to share could genuinely save a life. Typhoid fever is not a common cold or a simple stomach bug. It's a severe bacterial infection caused by Salmonella typhi. This isn't the same salmonella you get from undercooked chicken. This one is much more dangerous and can only be carried by humans. It spreads through contaminated food and water, and without proper medical treatment, it can lead to severe complications and can even be fatal. So, let's talk about some of these popular DIY remedies you might have heard of. One common suggestion is using things like garlic, basil, or apple cider vinegar. On the surface, it seems harmless, right? These ingredients have known antibacterial properties. People might tell you to drink garlic-infused water or chew raw cloves. The logic seems sound. If it can kill bacteria, it should help with typhoid. Here is the critical misunderstanding. The antibacterial properties found in these foods in a lab setting are nowhere near strong enough to fight a systemic, aggressive infection like typhoid fever. Think of it like this: you wouldn't try to put out a massive house fire with a small water pistol. That's essentially what you're doing when you rely on these remedies. The Salmonella typhi bacteria have already entered your bloodstream and are multiplying rapidly in your organs, like your liver, spleen, and bone marrow. A little bit of garlic in your stomach isn't going to reach them or be potent enough to stop them. Worse yet, relying on these remedies wastes precious time. With typhoid fever, every hour counts. The longer the infection goes untreated with proper antibiotics, the higher the risk of devastating complications. One of the most severe is intestinal perforation. This is where the bacteria create a hole in the wall of your intestines. It is a life-threatening medical emergency that causes the contents of your gut to leak into your body cavity, leading to a massive infection called peritonitis. This requires immediate emergency surgery, and even then, the outcome can be grim. While you're at home sipping herbal tea, believing you're treating the illness, the bacteria could be silently causing this irreversible damage. By the time you realize the home remedy isn't working and you finally go to a hospital, you might already be in a critical state. Doctors will have a much harder time treating you, and your recovery will be longer and more difficult. Another dangerous piece of advice I've seen is related to fever management. People might suggest using cold compresses or certain herbs to bring the fever down. While a high fever is a hallmark symptom of typhoid, it's your body's way of fighting the infection. Just managing the symptom, the fever, without addressing the root cause is incredibly risky. It's like turning off the fire alarm while the house is still burning. You might feel a little better temporarily, but the underlying infection is still raging and getting worse. Furthermore, some DIY treatments can actively harm you. For example, aggressive fluid cleanses or consuming large amounts of certain concoctions can lead to dehydration, electrolyte imbalances, or severe stomach upset. For a body already weakened by typhoid, this added stress can push it over the edge. You could end up making yourself sicker and more complicated to treat when you finally seek professional medical help. So, what is the right way to handle suspected typhoid fever? It's simple and non-negotiable. You must see a doctor immediately. The only effective treatment for typhoid is a course of specific antibiotics prescribed by a healthcare professional. A doctor will confirm the diagnosis through blood, stool, or urine tests and give you the correct medication to kill the Salmonella typhi bacteria. When you take the prescribed antibiotics, you'll likely start to feel better within a few days, but it is absolutely crucial to complete the entire course of medication. Even if your symptoms disappear if you stop early, some bacteria might survive. These surviving bacteria can become resistant to the antibiotic, making the infection much harder to treat if it comes back. This is not only dangerous for you but also contributes to the global problem of antibiotic resistance. Let's be crystal clear. There is no scientifically proven home remedy, herbal concoction, or special diet that can cure typhoid fever. None. Anyone telling you otherwise is sharing dangerous misinformation. While staying hydrated and eating nutritious, easy-to-digest food is important for supporting your body during recovery, it must be done alongside, not instead of, medical treatment. Your doctor is your partner in health. They can provide you with the life-saving medicine you need, and also guide you on how to manage your symptoms safely. They'll tell you what to eat, how much rest to get, and how to prevent spreading the infection to your family and friends. For example, frequent and thorough hand washing is one of the most effective ways to stop the spread. If you suspect you have typhoid, symptoms include a sustained high fever, headache, weakness, stomach pain, and sometimes a rash. Please do not waste time searching for home cures online. Your first and only action should be to contact a doctor or go to a clinic. If you're in a situation where you can't get to a doctor right away, please call an emergency medical hotline for advice. Your life is too important to risk on unproven and dangerous DIY treatments. I know it can be tempting to look for an easier natural fix, but for serious infections like typhoid, modern medicine is truly a lifesaver. Let us trust the science, the medical experts who have dedicated their lives to understanding and treating these diseases. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this important video. If you found this information helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. You never know whose life you might save. And don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss out on more content that helps you stay safe and healthy. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.